Thanks for clicking on the video. I want to throw in really quick that snakes are deadly. People do die from them occasionally. So if you guys aren't comfortable in any way or have experience handling deadly snakes, I highly recommend you do not try this at home. Everything I do in this video is perfectly legal. If you guys are going to try this yourselves, check your local regulations. And last but not least, for those of you who don't agree with hunting or the harvesting of animals, please click out now. And for the rest of you guys, enjoy the video. What's up guys, Adrian Jr. here at Sincere Outdoors. And today's video, we're gonna cook up a rattlesnake. It's pretty neat how we found this guy. We were just scouting and then he was on the road. My dad saw him, so we pulled over and caught him. But here's a little clip of how we caught him real quick. That's not one of those greens, huh? Is that one of those diamondback? Yeah. Get some pictures.
That is scary. Hey, these snakes though, these snakes are everywhere out here. I mean, everywhere. Hey, what do you guys think? Catch and cook?
Yeah.
All right, let's do it.
We're gonna have to dispatch this guy now. All right, guys. So today, to be cleaning this guy, I'm gonna be using a knife that I actually got from a Hunter's Haul box. It's a CRKT knife. It comes with like a little neat holster, has a gut hook and all that on it, and it also came with all this pretty cool stuff like the Vortex vinyl harness, a couple elk calls, a cool outdoor edge little eating kit. And it came with like this little organic waffle thing, but I got hungry when I saw it, so I already ate it. But remember, you guys use promo code SINCITY, you get to save 10% off your first box. It's a pretty cool deal. It's like a monthly thing. You get a surprise every time what's in it. But let's get to cleaning this guy. I'm no pro at this, so if you guys catch a lot of these guys or do this a lot, go ahead, give me some advice. That would help me. But I've seen Naked and Afraid enough times that I know that you can peel a snake. So here we go. Let's try it. All I did is I just started pulling the skin down and it just starts coming off. So the snake got fatter towards the end from his head to the midsection of his body, so I ended up just using my gut hook and just peeled him right down the middle. So I'm gonna just keep on peeling him. There we go, now it's going easy. Oh, he had a hole in it. This one's been attacked by a bird or something before he had a hole. So I'm sure I peel it down far enough. I'm just gonna cut it. There we go. So I'm just gonna hang this up on a tree. I'm gonna save this skin right here. I think I'm gonna split it all the way down from here, down the middle of the skin. And I'm just gonna hang it up as we cook it. Perfect, lining up perfect. And like I was saying, guys, I think he's been attacked by a bird or something. He had like this colored part and his skin just ripped right there. But we're just gonna hang this up on a tree. And this is perfect. I'll just put on this little thing right here. This is perfect. We're gonna salt this down and do something with it. I'm not sure yet. Cover a barrel or something. So now we're just gonna gut them. They got guts all in their under piece. You just get them, and I'm pretty sure that's how I do it. Yep. All the guts just come out just like that. There you go. He's completely gutted, completely skinned, and ready to cook up now. So what's neat about these guys is their entire body is just a big spinal cord. It's all ribs and stuff. It's cool. We're just rinsing them off really quick. So right now we're just cutting it into little proportional sizes. So here's what I'm gonna end up cooking right now. Saving a little bit for later for some other stuff I'm gonna do with it, but this right here is what we're gonna cook. Okay, we're gonna use some oil. So I'm not gonna get real fancy with that. I'm gonna use stuff I usually use, just a little bit of garlic, salt, and oil powder. I'm just gonna sprinkle it over them fairly heavily. I mean, I don't know. It's my first time, like I said, so let's see how this turns out. So I'm gonna do it like this. So if you guys like these kind of videos and stuff, go ahead, drop a like, and don't forget to subscribe because got a lot of great stuff coming your way. But we're planning on catching a lot more of these guys. If you guys want to see more of that or anything, once again, comment it down and leave me any suggestions on recipes or different methods on gutting them or anything, because we're just kind of doing what we think will work, but it should work. Like I said, I've seen Naked and Afraid, so I'm a pro. Let's go. The oil over this open fire right here. And then after it starts getting hot, we're gonna throw the rattlesnake in it. So while that's heating up, look at just the great view we're looking at from our campsite. There's the lake down there. We got a little bit of a farther campsite, but it's pretty nice. It's a really nice view. There was deer down there last night and everything, some fawns. It's really cool, real cool deal. All right, guys, the oil's ready. We're gonna go ahead and drop these pieces of rattlesnake in there. Hopefully it turns out good. I don't know what to expect. I remember when I was a kid in Arizona, we'd go to the festivals and they'd sell fried rattlesnake. That's why we're really trying this idea. I've been wanting to try it out forever now. Finally got a hold of rattlesnake, so. It's only been cooking about a minute now. I'm not gonna cook it very long because this rattlesnake was really thin. I don't want to like burn it and stuff, but I still at the same time want to kill anything it might have in it because I'm not very experienced with rattlesnakes. But it's just about done now. We're gonna go ahead and take it off and start eating it. It looks all cooked right now. Just moving it around a little bit. I might leave it on just a little bit longer. I don't know. All right, looks done now. Trying to avoid this smoke and the heat as I get to it. All right, looks actually pretty good. Is it done? It should be done. All right, I'm gonna let it cool off for a little bit right here. Let it cool off and then everybody's gonna get a little piece of it. So now it's time to taste this. I got Juju with me, as you guys know. He's always here to taste food. He loves it. And I'm gonna be using this little knife stuff that the Outdoor Edge came in the Hunter's Hall. So I'm gonna try it now. You wanna taste it first?
Is it hot?
It's not very hot. You can grab it with your hands or use this or whatever.
It's not bad. It just has a weird texture at first. It's like chewy.
So I'm gonna try it too now. This thing didn't have very much meat on it, but let's see. It's a little chewy. It's like a unique flavor, like you're not like a flavor you've never tasted before. I can't really explain it. It's not quite like. It reminds me more of like a rabbit than anything else.
It has a weird texture to it.
Mm-hmm.
You finishing it?
Yeah.
Yep, so we're just tearing this guy up. Cordell will be here soon to taste some. It's like a unique flavor. Like it's a mixture between, in my opinion, like rabbit and fish. It's weird. It's the one I've never tasted before. Like, people say everything tastes like chicken.
Fish meat.
Yeah, it looks like fish. People say everything tastes like chicken, but it tastes like a mixture of rabbit and fish. It's weird. So I'm not sure if it's exactly true, but I had a friend one time tell me that when you're catching a rattlesnake, if it turns around and bites itself, they do that sometimes when you're trying to catch them and stuff, just don't eat it because now it stuffs in the meat and all that. But is that true? I'm really curious if it's true, and let me know down in the comments once again. Let me know if it's true or not, because honestly, we were trying to avoid that the whole time, but it'd be pretty cool to know if it's true or not.
Flavoring's good, but
It has a lot of bones.
Yeah,
meat's
Crazy.
it's actually pretty good. It's pretty good, just hard to eat it. It's kind of small.
I think you have to fry it until you can just chew through the bones.
Yeah, I'll probably just fry it and just crunch it all up, like a chicharron. But
Yeah, because the way you're eating it just slow like that, that's painful.
yeah, it's good. We'll probably try other ways in the future because there's a lot of these guys out here. We're gonna try catching them and stuff. But once again, comment down in the recommendations if you guys have eaten rattlesnake or like recipes or advice or anything. And this is how we did it. It turned out pretty good. If you guys want to try this yourself, be careful around rattlesnakes. They are poisonous. I don't know if it's considered poison or venom. I'm not sure. I don't know the difference, but be careful around them. You don't want to get hurt. Make sure you wear like snake-proof boots or whatever and keep a good safe distance away. But other than that, this was a pretty good recipe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you outdoors.